and welcome to your favorite Monday morning podcast, or slightly afternoon if you're in the UK, or a day behind if you're in Australia. I don't know. I haven't looked at who listens to us. Episode 155, Strength Hammer Podcast is here in your ears or on your YouTube. I don't know. I'm assuming people don't actually watch.
Spotify?
It's on Spotify. Actually, our
Yeah.
Spotify numbers, I think, sometimes do better than our YouTube.
That's great.
Hey,
That's where I listen to all my podcasts is Spotify.
50-50 for me anymore. Like, it
Yeah.
depends. I don't know.
You know what I do love watching on YouTube, and especially when I hobby, is I'll go for a bunch of Dr. Mike videos.
Yeah, you mentioned that. You just like,
Oh, did I say that last
yeah,
time?
you
Okay.
did. You did.
I'm just forgetful.
No, that's fine. I think a lot of it is because I have a nice setup in the basement for like work days. Like when I'm not needing to be on the phone, I can just put it on the TV if it's a YouTube or even Spotify.
Yeah.
I cast it from my phone, but
Are
it's
you a
like I'm not
person who
necessarily
can
watching it. I'm just listening to it.
right?
But like if there's a
Are you a
video,
person who can like have a movie in the background while you hobby or work?
not to watch, to listen.
Yeah.
No, I
Got it.
can't. I can't watch. I can't watch anything and hobby. I can listen to stuff and hobby.
Yeah, some people can do that. I'm always surprised. In a coffee shop when I work, there's this lady sometimes who just puts up like brings her works on computer and brings a tablet and just has shows in the background. It's just such an odd way to work.
I mean, you could listen to shows. I guess if you've seen it before, you kind of know what's going
Yeah,
on.
I guess just like white noise.
Well, I know I've said it here too before, but like I'm not really good at hobby hangouts. I like doing them because it's fun with a friend, but I get shit all hobby done.
Really?
Yeah, well, I'm swearing too quick into the YouTube podcast. That's why it's lower than Spotify.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we're doing a hobby chat, I'm just distracted because I act like I can take in without any issue and still be
Mm,
fine. But if I have to cognitively think about what's going on and respond, it distracts me from painting.
interesting. You could never be a Twitch painter then.
Oh, 100% no. No, I
Yeah.
I'm more inclined to sit quietly with no noise painting than I am to want to do a Twitch paint stream.
Yeah.
I could
Yeah. It's
I
a,
could
it's a
build.
skill.
I could build and do it. Painting,
Yeah, I
no,
bet. Building is very brainless for the most part.
for the most part. As I sit here and reach over and grab my Sentinel, that was a
Dude, how
nightmare.
was that? How was building that?
It was one of the worst models I've ever had to build, but it wasn't outside my capability.
That's all. I literally had somebody in the comments say, "I built one Sentinel. I really wanted to get a second one, but I didn't because it was such a nightmare to build."
Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing like the 4 Sentinel build and just like, yeah, this would be so cool, but like, no, I don't want to build another one.
Which is so surprising because it looks like a very like probably one of the simpler models in the range.
Yeah, and then surprisingly, the lantern, the balloon, was one of the most fun things I've ever built.
That's so weird. Why did I
Yeah,
do that one? That's.
yeah,
I'm sure
it's
there's a reason. I'm sure it's not just spite. Just
no, no. I think what it is the specialist design studio, because like you've noticed it in Horus Heresy probably as
yeah,
well. They tend
yeah,
to
yeah.
over splice their stuff, and
Right.
I don't know why. Like it's clearly a different person than the main studio, and that's fine. Like it's like not that they're doing a bad job, but they're just overdoing a little bit. Like
Mhm.
some things can be one piece, and it's fine.
Yeah, yeah. Like 40K and AOS models are super easy to build. Like
Yes.
sometimes you look at the most intricate model and it's like 3 pieces, and I'm like, how?
Yeah.
How did that just happen?
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah. No, that's good. What were we talking about?
I forgot. I think I interrupted you at some point,
Yeah. I
and
was.
we just moved on.
Oh well. Anyway, how's your lawn?
My lawn is actually needs cut. Needs cut. We got a lot of rain in the last few days, and I looked out today. And I'm like, holy crap! I actually need to cut it. So as soon as it stops raining, maybe even tonight, we'll
I'll
see.
say the
I'll have to
sun's
go
been
out.
peeking out. Yeah, like it got that
I
rain,
mean,
but I
I might consider if we
I,
get done early enough. Yeah,
I
maybe.
I don't know. I think it needs to wait a day, but I don't know what the weather's looking like the rest of the week. Mine is still okay.
Good.
Like I'll have to cut it probably by the weekend, I bet.
hmm It's good though. I've been missing cutting the lawn time. I usually listen to about an hour of an audiobook
Yep.
during it. So, and I've been, man, I have been struggling with getting through this White Dwarf audiobook, the Grombrindle. Uh, it started off pretty strong, but like halfway through, when it gets into like a longer format story,
Yeah.
uh, it's kind of dragging. Not gonna lie, it was hard to get through.
That's fair. That's fair. I'm still not struggling to get through my got wrecked book, the latest
Mm,
one. Just being lazy and not reading. Also being sick really took it out of me. Like
yeah,
I
true.
know you think like, oh, you're sick, you can just sit there and read. I'm like, no, when I'm sick,
Yeah,
I just can just do nothing.
yeah, I hear you. I hear you. Just lay. It's the man flu, man.
Yeah, exactly.
I will work out with an injury, but I cannot do anything when I'm sick.
I know, I know. Like the good thing the lawns didn't need cut while I was sick. That's all I'm saying.
That's true.
Well, I mean, with that, let's you want to do news first? Or do you want to talk about what we're going to talk about first?
How about we do the news first?
All right. So two things to bring up here. Nope, that's your hobby. Hey, you know what? Talk about your hobby. I just brought it up.
Yeah, so not a lot. I am doing much better with my goals. So if you follow me on Instagram and a much smaller following on YouTube, you know that I've started, for my own sake of accountability, to post my fitness and hobby goals for the week,
Mm-hmm.
beginning of the
Yep.
week, and try to get it done. First week was good. Second week I got sick, so I ignored it.
Yep.
This last week was a nightmare. I did not succeed with anything. I think I bit off. I bit off more than I can chew.
Right.
But this week I'm actually on a really good track. So
Nice.
very briefly, the goal with fitness is 4 workouts, 3 walks basically, and cut off caffeine after 4 p.m. So far, I am 3 workouts in, I'm 2 walks in, and I haven't done coffee or caffeine after 4. So that's phenomenal. Doing great there.
Huh.
With the hobby, my goal is to clean up the hobby room, clean up the hobby space, and get rid of some stuff,
Yep.
sell some armies. So that's done. That's completed today. My other goal is to complete or work on the squigs
Yep.
for the old world, which I'm working on very much. I got a good way through the reds, completed the blues, and those are the really big skin areas. The blacks will be next, and then it will be just small details. So we're very much well on our way.
Nice.
Yes, yes, and I guess with the armies, I did send you a couple pictures. By the time this comes out, they'll probably be sold.
Yep. Yep. So a little clearing out of space, but if you want to check out Alex's Instagram, because if they're still there, just DM them.
Yeah, if you're still there, I'm selling them for very affordable.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it's half of what they cost or less.
that's
Um,
less.
yeah, less than half. Okay, less than half what they're worth. And if you happen to live in Western PA and they're still available, send me a message. I'm gonna
Or
selling them for even cheaper.
I would even say Eastern Ohio.
Yeah, Eastern Ohio. Yeah, you could make it. So
Yeah.
you would make well your money's worth. They've been sitting on my shelf for a long time, so it's time for them to go.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
fair.
but yeah, so that's my hobby. And then one other thing is smaller side, kind of a smaller side project for now is the 30K that was gifted to me by you and some other friends. I just want to complete a full unit for it as well for the week, which building the 5 more models will only take me maybe an hour. So I'm well on my way with the hobby goals. Feeling pretty good about it.
That's good. Honestly too, I know we got you some green paint as well, but I bet you could find some primer that is the color for the salamanders that you need and
Yeah,
just be like halfway there, baby.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Really get a green primer. I'll probably use your green. I'm thinking of starting with a darker green primer
Hmm.
and then using yours to dry brush
Yeah,
over it.
that's exactly how I did mine. I primed it with a dark green. Well, not my Horus Heresy, it's black, but for my
Right.
40K Dark Angels, I primed it with Caliban green, like a dark green.
Mhm.
Then I dry brushed it up, and then, like I said, then I did the metals and everything else, and then I just did one wash at the end. And
Yeah,
that wash blended that dry brush seamlessly into the. It was perfect.
that's probably exactly what I'm going to do.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Space Marines are very easy to just paint quickly like that. So.
Yeah, that's the goal.
Ah, yeah. I look forward to it. I'll save my hobby time for when I'm talking to Neil.
Sure. Sure. It's good to have Neil back on, though.
It is.
It's
It's
been a
gonna be
few weeks.
nice. So do a lot of catch up with Neil and
Good.
figure. And I have something saved to talk about with him,
Good.
but
I'm
yeah,
looking forward to the tournament that he's organizing for Old World, the narrative tournament. We have coming up in about a month now, not a very long time.
I I I've quickly started losing my drive considering I have so much within a
You have a
two-week
lot.
window. I'm so like annoyed that I can't even get excited for the event yet.
Yeah, it's frustrating, but it's gonna be a good time. It's a bunch of friends, and
Yeah,
it's
oh
gonna
yeah.
be narrative, which I love narrative.
Gonna kick your ass at narrative, Alex. How about that?
Oh yeah, dude,
Let's go.
you can whoop my butt, and my goal is for you to whoop my butt. So I actually am gonna kick your ass in
Oh,
narrative.
dang it. You figured out the loophole. All right, let's go a little bit of news time here. So boom, did you know, Alex? Age of Sigmar got their quarterly update.
I literally did not. I just found out before the podcast when you told me we're gonna talk about it.
As of yesterday. Yep.
Ah.
Now what I will say, actually, I could bring up the downloads. Like, where's that? Oh, nope, that's a lot. Yep, yep.
Okay.
Oh, it's right. It's not an all. It used to be like an all-in-one. Now they just update the different things for it for short, which is
Sure.
fine. Um, I will save most of you the trouble, um, with this because let's give you the long and short of it. Hey, were you an Age of Sigmar army that was really good in the meta right now? Well, get fucked. You are not anymore.
Cool.
I honestly feel like a lot of like the swings were a little too not they're not egregious to the point where like, it's not fun to play the army, but I'm just like that was kind of heavy,
Sure.
especially as a
Sure.
Daughters of Cain fan. Um, the witch elves kept going down, and I was confused when they kept going down. I'm like, they're doing good. Why did you drop them? Like,
Right.
and now I think if I ran my traditional like witch elf spam list, which is what I've always run, I missed the window where it was good apparently with this because I wasn't playing.
Mm,
I think it
bummer.
went up by 200 points.
Holy crap.
Yeah,
That's like a whole that's a
yeah,
whole hero unit. Holy moly. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Outside of that though, I
Okay.
mean, like it's a balance. Like, and I'm glad they do balance changes like that. I still think they drastically just
Just overcorrected.
I think I think the problem is like there's still a problem with the addition of Sigmar right now where it's much like 40K where it's all about the balance for tournament play and the optics of that. And that makes for a really boring game. And if that's the only data you're really looking at, which I mean that's the biggest data that's out there, but you could overanalyze it or misinterpret it and all of a sudden you have something that's just wildly out of which is like why like
Sure.
um even to the point where it's just like I've seen people actually Warhammer Weekly. I think Tom Lyons on there. He's also getting rid of a lot of backlog stuff because
Good.
the amount of change that happens with these balance updates sometimes, as well as the turnover of the additions. He's like, I have
Right.
projects I'm never going to get to because by the time he gets to them, they've probably changed 6 times, and what he has is not what he like.
It is
He
very
builds very
frequent.
specific lists too. So
Yeah. Yeah, the changes seem to be very frequent anymore. Um, and that's, I mean, that's part, I was literally just talking to a friend about it. That's why a lot of competitive players have so much backlog and so many miniatures, so many armies, is because the competitiveness changes all the time.
yeah, like if you only care about winning, then sure. But like it's frustrating as someone who's like I want the soul of the game to be there and have fun,
Right.
but um
Yeah. Yeah. It's
uh,
something that we talk about on with Eli on Grimdark Games often is like Warhammer, sure it's competitive, but like it's never meant to be the competitive game. It's meant to be, you're into the setting, you're into the Warhammer world. You're meant to enjoy it, not just play chess with it.
I honestly think the best thing they could do um so obviously like with specialist design studios they're not they're focused on like having a good game, but like their arcane journals are like, hey, these aren't made for competitive, this is fun, it could be wildly out of balance, it
Yeah.
could be wildly underpowered.
Yeah.
That's not their main focus. For the if 40K and Sigmar want to keep with this style, which is fine, I think what they should do is write 2 different rule sets.
Yeah.
They could be very
Yeah.
similar, like they have core concepts and everything, but like and
Yeah.
just that way you can have like here's the one that hey we're gonna beat this one over dead horse
Sure.
competitive play, and here's the one
Sure.
that's not. Here's the one that's
Sure.
gonna be more
And that's
casual.
what,
We'll fix things as maybe they pop up, but like
yeah. I'm thinking of games like something like Mordheim, where like if somebody told me like, oh, I'm trying to play Mordheim competitively, I would look at them and be like, what are you doing?
yeah, why are
Like,
you here?
and so that's like where people start to make every Warhammer game competitive. That's where it kind of gets frustrating to me. Like, leave some games where I just want to tell a story, right?
Yeah, I know. I always just with my main job, they're always just like, we know you people are competitive. I'm like, right now I'm top 3 usually. I think
Yeah.
I'm technically number 1 in some metrics and all that
Oh,
stuff, but I'm not competitive. So it's just like, do you think I'm gonna be if I'm not competitive in my job, you think I'm gonna be competitive in my fun hobby?
Yeah,
No.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
unless I'm going to a competition.
yeah, yeah. And I don't know. Is there a Warhammer game right now that's not like the main goal is to not be is to be competitive?
I would say Spearhead's probably not a competitive
Your
focus
head?
game.
Okay.
Warcry, they keep mentioning it. They don't do much with it. Or Underworlds, yeah. Is competitive, but it's written
Right.
to be that way, so that's fine. I would say like Necromunda's not competitive. A lot of
Okay.
their side games aren't competitive. It's really just Sigmar and 40K seem to be the ones hyper focused on
Mhm.
competitive. Kill Team gets a little competitive,
Yes.
as does like I said Underworld. So I'd say those are the four most competitive ones. But everything else,
Okay.
like and like I said, there's scope to not be competitive in those. Like whenever we play,
Sure.
we're not playing
Oh,
like
right.
our competition is just like we want to beat each other, but it's not like
Right.
who cares.
Yeah. Unless we're training for a tournament or trying to get the rules right, then no.
You're always trying to get the rules right. All right, that's the
Ah.
thing. You're always trying, and sometimes like stop. I don't care.
Yeah, especially in old world because it's like so confusing sometimes. But I
Yeah,
love it. But it's so confusing.
I like that it's confusing. I mean, because there's always something to learn.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, no, it's oh, and something else with Battle Scroll. I
Yes.
Vince laid this out a lot more clear and concise than me, but I want to just reiterate this opinion because I believe it thoroughly. Because also I hate faction terrain.
Oh,
I also
sure.
hate manifestations. I hate
Sure.
faction terrain more. I think. Um,
Fair.
so manifestations, there's points on some of them now. Sure, all that. You Games Workshop, you have made faction terrain. We're all getting faction terrain. I will buy faction terrain for my armies. Even if I don't like it, they are neat. They're great models. And they are fun little side projects. And it's like, oh, well, you just get to take it with your army. And like honestly, they were all free for a
Mhm.
while. And to be fair, some of them were just a detriment because they could be charged and all this weird stuff. But
Sure.
things are being
Sure.
changed on that stuff. But now there's ones that cost points.
I
So
didn't know that. That's cool.
with this update, no, it's not cool. You have made this cool thing that I have to take. It's the only option I have to take, and now you're making me pay points for it. I
Yeah,
hate
I
that.
don't know. From another perspective, it's like, hey, at least
No, see,
if, if
there's a difference. If they all cost points,
oh, I see what you mean. So they don't all cost points.
no, just the ones
Well,
that are
that's unfortunate.
useful.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Well, that's stupid.
Yes, it's stupid. Um,
Yeah. Okay. Well,
like I
okay.
said,
Never
yeah.
mind.
So
Because if the thing cost points, I'm okay because like I feel slightly cheated when I buy things for my army, and I can't actually like pay for it in my army. You know what I mean? It's
well,
like, oh,
it's
it's like me spending more money on an army to make it competitive, and you have to buy it. But now, if all of a sudden I don't have to, I have a choice to buy it or not. I don't mind that, but I think it has to be then for every army. That's an optional thing to
yeah,
do.
yeah. Like if it was just a choice, like you can spend points for this, and everybody was the same. Like and
Yeah,
points could be different,
yeah.
100%.
And it's
Like I
almost
get
like
that.
buying a unit. I mean, then like
Right,
it's almost like you're buying a unit for your army that
right,
doesn't move.
right. But it's just like no, you've set a precedence and you're changing it up, and I don't like it. It's dumb. Stop it.
I'd like to see it. I'd like to see how it pans out. I mean, honestly, I would love for every army's faction terrain to just be points. So then,
If they're all
in the
points, that's more. I accept that more than either all points or all free.
yeah,
More than
yeah,
some have points because they're useful. Then you are writing the rules for this stupid thing. Make it so it's fine. Like I don't
yeah,
know. Like
yeah,
you're in charge. Stop fucking
yeah.
it up.
Yeah, I don't hate
Oh.
the rule though. I don't hate the precedent it sets because all of a sudden I can like, well, maybe like with Skaven I play in fantasy or
Hmm.
AOS, right? Or even Gloomspite Gits. Well, maybe I play an army where I don't plan on spamming bringing units back, right?
Sure.
Well, then, well, I'm not going to pay, let's say, 100 points for this terrain feature, right? I mean,
Right.
I think
If it
that's cool.
that makes it an interesting thing in your list building concept. I
Yeah.
agree with that. But the way you're doing it, if some things with points and some things without points on this
Yeah.
stupid
Yeah.
terrain feature that you're writing the
That's
rules for
unfortunate.
and you keep making and you're telling us we need to buy,
Yeah.
You are not fixing any issue. You are just slapping a band-aid on there. You're worse than a
Yeah.
doctor that says like, hey, just don't bend down anymore, all right? Like, I don't know, take some Tylenol, whatever. Like, seriously, it's like,
Uh,
like
that's funny.
it's like you're not, well, it's you're not curing the issue. You're just
Mhm.
you're just masking the symptoms, and it's like,
Right.
no, I don't
Yeah,
like it.
that's
That's my
fair.
biggest complaint of the battle scroll. Not honestly, the points of Daughter's Game going up, I don't really care. I'll still play it. I still love them, but like
Uh,
that irks me.
fair enough. Hey, have you seen the memes of Warhammer nerds taking Tylenol and being really good at Warhammer all of a sudden?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the memes are pretty funny.
Dude, that made me chuckle. I'm actually very happy that the Warhammer community made light of a kind of debatable conversation.
Yeah,
That
it's
was
just
that was
like
great.
as Alex drops his mic. Wow. Okay. Yeah,
That's
that's fine. Yeah, memes are
as
fine.
political as we're gonna get.
Memes are the best way to talk about news.
Dude, I love
Uh,
I found him so funny. That
yeah,
was good.
I like the. Well, I saw it for like Warhammer and like trains and just like all the classic hobbies where that joke's made. But anyway,
Right, right, right.
we have one more thing of news to talk about here.
Ah,
Yeah. So I woke up to this news from our friend, World's Strongest Warhammer.
mm,
So Horus Heresy, I play that
mhm.
game. I'll talk about that later a little bit. And Alex is getting into it. Now there's extra free rules for us since we're Space Marines.
Ooh, that's great.
So inductii, I don't know how to say it.
Hmm.
They're essentially, it's just a Space Marine. It's a very basic Space Marine.
Okay.
But during the Horus Heresy in the story, there was a lot of war. Did you know about that,
Mhm.
Alex?
I don't no, tell me more about it.
There's so much war, crazy.
Oh, wow, that's crazy.
Um, but then they had to like rapidly bring in more troops. So
Ah,
think
okay.
like oh hey, like we're okay, we're going to World War II now, like just everybody's in, but
Right,
now
and
you all
chapters didn't have a limit on the
right,
size,
which
so it's like bring as many as you can.
yeah, like we need more dudes, send dudes.
Right,
But the dudes have to be turned into Space Marines. So
right, right.
a lot more process than just a couple weeks of training and go.
Sure.
But inductees were essentially basic troops that were brought in quickly, So this is the freshest of the fresh.
Right.
But what's nice is I think they're yeah, I got this. They're really cheap. They're like 9 points a model.
Wow.
They will fill a prime slot. They are limited on certain things with what they can take, but they
Okay.
can't get a prime advantage, which is like a nice little extra rule they get. So it does reflect like, hey, they're cheap. They're still Space Marines, but they're cheap.
Sure.
Um, and they don't get all the fun tools, but there's still something you can bring in. Like it's just a basic Space Marine model. So like I have 3 tac squads, and one of them I could make inductee if I feel like it.
Do they still get benefit from the army or chapter special rules?
Yeah, so I have the PDF up right here. It's a 22-page document,
Wow.
which we're not gonna go through all of it. But really, what it is they have inductees for each chapter. It's
Oh, I see.
I
That's
think it's like
cool.
yeah, it's like 1 page per chapter essentially. So Dark Angels are first, 9 points per model, 10, 10 and
Also,
10
they will
inductees.
vary in cost. Interesting.
I think they're all 9 points for everybody.
Okay.
But within there, it's like, yes, Allegiance, it's a Dark Angel, it's an infantry type, gives you the special rules, basic Space Marine stats, at least as far as
Mhm.
like shooting and stuff. But like here, Dark Angel specifically, I can take, was it Volkite Charger? Um, Obviously, we can all take at least one Vexilla, and then I get 2 inductees can have Legion specific equipment from the
Right.
Dark Angels. Um, like and like the special rules, like I'm line one. I don't know what line one is yet, but if I go next to Emperor's Children, they have Vanguard too. I don't know what Vanguard means, but that's kind of cool that it's very specific to fit probably what the chapter's about.
That's cool. I like it. That's a way to make the game more interesting. Add a unit without having to like. I'm guessing you don't buy new miniatures for it because it's the same
It's just
armor.
tax squads. Really,
Yeah.
the only thing is like you bring the Vexler, but you're not going to get. I don't think you get a sergeant. I don't think you get a
Oh, okay.
what's the Vox thing. Um, so it's like it's a limited unit.
Hmm.
But still, it's just cool. I like it. Like okay, Blood Angels. They get chainswords if they want. That's pretty. You can make a combat basic troop infantry. That's how cool is
Yeah,
that?
that's cool. I like it.
I'm trying to scroll down to The salamanders, if I can
I
find
did
them.
find them, but I have no idea what those things mean.
There we are. Uh, you get chain swords, which is kind of cool. Yeah, I know
Good.
Vanguard does. War Gear of Heroes, that sounds pretty cool. Well, you get a lot of stuff. Holy crap. But
Yeah, so I read little lore tidbit. Basically, after all the salamanders were killed, they're getting all the war gear from the slain, basically.
oh,
Which is
okay, so that's what
cool.
it is.
I like that.
That's cool. So they pick up the good stuff. Okay, cool.
Mhm.
No, I just that was a really cool thing. Like usually, like we're gonna you see like oh here's some free rules for something. You're like oh that's fun. I'm like no, this is something I actually kind of want to do. Like
Yeah, I like it.
plus it gives me excuse to maybe buy a different mark of armor that I don't have yet. Because I have a lot of the
True.
beakies, but I could buy like a new squad and just make it specifically for that.
Sure.
Um, yeah, we'll see. Oh, we'll play with it. Actually, it's odd. I've been really wanting to add more to my Horus Heresy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like just like a unit, but
What would you add?
either a tank. This inductee squad's kind of an interesting thing. The one thing I'm noticing too is, man, I need some more like specialist type things,
Okay.
like
Hmm.
combat. Maybe we'll see.
Fair enough.
Yeah, but probably tank would be most important for me.
Sounds like tanks are pretty needed in 30K.
Yeah, and I only have one Land Raider Spartan, so
Probably a good idea.
regardless, though, we do need to talk about something very important that you are doing right now.
What is it?
Backlog.
Ah,
Backlog. You're finally pulling the band aid off. I love it. So,
it took a while.
yeah. Well, I mean, okay, so backlogs. We all, I hate them most.
I know you
I
do. You
did.
don't.
I
You
hate
pretty
them
much don't
most.
have
Yeah.
one.
But everybody has like at least some backlog, and it's an acceptable part of the hobby. Like, some people have too much. But Alex, when did you? And this is just more of a chat about this. But when did you realize you had too much backlog that you're just like, and you finally decided to sell a few things?
I mean,
Like, what triggered it?
I feel like I don't know. I just look at them. Honestly, here's what actually happened. I am feeling the pressure to um, and I okay here. I want to paint models,
Okay. Yeah.
and I want to work on a project. And I remember when I first got into the hobby, I was so excited. I never felt like, oh man, I have these models I got to paint and this tournament I got to go to, so I got to paint these models. I was just excited to paint models, right?
Yeah.
I didn't even play any game. I just was painting models, and I was so excited about it, and I liked it, and it was way to be artistic, and it was so fun,
Yeah.
right? I just
Mm-hmm.
really enjoyed it, and I don't know if I've experienced that much lately. And by lately, I mean last few years,
Yeah.
where I sat down and I painted for the sake of it. And I was thinking, why is that the case? And what I came to realize is just because I have so much pressure to almost like paint everything I have, and I don't have the project I'm working on.
What do you mean by the
And
project? Like,
so, like, okay, so if I when I just started a hobby,
mm-hmm.
if I had high elves, I don't have any other armies,
Right.
right?
You just want to add more high
So
elves.
so I just have more high elves, and I'm gonna paint high elves, and I'm gonna finish high elves. And once I'm done with high elves, I was like, well, what should I do next? Let's do Skaven. Okay, I bought Skaven, and then some high elves would come out. I would add to high elves. But now I feel like obviously with more income, I really think that's where it came from. Is I have disposable income as an
Yeah,
adult. So
we have adult money now as kids.
right. So I bought an army, and I'm like excited about it. Built some of it, kind of lost interest, put it away. Right, got a new army, maybe painted that one. Okay, put it away. Bought a new army, worked on it, lost interest, put it away. So now I have two armies in the backlog. Okay,
Yeah.
buy a new. So and this happened, and now, and I feel like I am better than most. But at this point, I have four and a half armies
Unpainted.
in a backlog. Yeah,
Okay.
unpainted backlog sitting there, and it almost does not allow me to get excited about a single project because I have these five major projects at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm ignoring the small projects I have with small kill teams or necromunda team or small side projects that I have, and I'm just pulled in all these directions, and I feel like I'm prevented from actually pursuing one project.
No, I really like. how you said it and kind of laid that all out, because I think that's very true. Like right now, that feeling, I know that feeling, like staying
Hmm.
up all night painting models because I was excited to
Yeah,
paint models.
dude.
Not staying up and painting because you went to a tournament and you're bad at planning ahead. Um,
Yep, that's me.
but if I'm thinking right now, like to my left is this Grand Cathay army, which still like Grand Cathay and all that, but
Hmm.
it's been the slowest paint job I've done in a while because like I'm like, maybe I'll paint a color today on this unit.
Sure,
Sure.
sure.
But if I think, man, it'd be real cool to paint a Space Marine unit for my Horus Heresy, that is exciting to me. But
Hmm.
mentally, I don't want to buy that because I have this project I'm working on right now.
Yeah.
And also, it's also a good way to check myself from ending up with a big backlog. But it's just like, it's just one unit, so it's like, I waffle on like what I do about it. Do I just sell this Grand Cathay army? Do I just put it in a box and forget about it? Do I knuckle down on right now? I'm knuckling down and just kind of painting through it.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm not hating when I'm painting it,
Yeah, yeah.
but I just wish it was done already.
And I think that's why you're the best at it is you don't just abandon a project until it's done. You might have a few small side projects while you're working on it, like I'll see you paint a bust or something, right? To kind of switch
Yeah,
things up.
yeah,
But you don't just abandon it. And I think a lot of us, a lot of hobbyists, that's why we create this huge backlog, this pile of shame that is ever, I mean, 99.5% of the community has it, right?
right.
And I think that's why. It's like you start a project, you commit to it, you buy all these, everything there is to buy for it,
Mm-hmm.
and you're like, let me do something else. And you don't come back for it for years.
Right. Well, say I would say like there's a downside too, because like I said, I would rather paint a Horus Heresy thing right now, but I'm not letting myself buy it
Yeah.
when it's
That's
probably
smart.
the thing I would like to paint more though.
Yeah.
Be paint a Space
And I
Marine unit.
think
So it's like
so,
but it's like that's me going too far in the opposite direction of absolutely
right,
hating all
right,
backlogs because of stuff like that. It's
right.
limited me from maybe doing what I want to do creatively a little bit.
And you have to know
Like
yourself, right?
it's good and bad. There's like I don't want to say like
Yeah,
what I'm doing is so great. What I'm doing is good for
sure,
me, and I
sure.
think a lot of people could use a little bit more closer to what I do. But
Yeah,
also, I think I might have gone a little too far.
sure. And that's where you got to know yourself. 'Cause maybe you are a person who can, man, this has been a long project. I just need a palette cleanser. So you buy a hero or a small unit. You take a break. It takes you 2 weeks to paint on it, get it done. Okay, it was a nice palette cleanser when I get back to my big project.
Right? Yeah.
But yeah, I have just, and the reality is these two armies that I mentioned earlier, I have not touched them for years, man.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
I
been a
mean, I built them, I'm trying to get excited about them, and I'm just like, they're just taking up space and they are cluttering my mental space about the hobby.
that. Yeah. Backlogs do that a lot.
Let's declutter, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I still have more things that I'm like, dude, I should get rid of them, right? Right? And maybe some of the smaller things, maybe I'll just gift them because I'm not going to sell something for $20, right? And
Yeah.
try to
Yeah.
make money.
Yeah.
So I'm going to see how I feel with getting those things done. And it's almost I put them in boxes ready to ship, um, and it feels really nice just having more space that
Right.
they're not taking anymore. So yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about it, and hopefully this sets a good trend.
Actually, you should next time you're out my way, stop at my house because I have like extra GW boxes from like orders that I
Oh
could give you
sure,
for
yeah, yeah.
heroes because they're perfect.
Sure, sure, yeah.
Um, but yeah, but it's just like how do you know like when it's good to get rid of a backlog? How when is it okay to when do you feel good having a big backlog? Like having a whole army, that's a fine backlog. I feel
Yeah,
if that's your
yeah.
project you're working on.
If that's what you're working on. Yeah, I mean, that literally makes sense.
Yeah, but man, just like really, it's like I'm trying to figure out how to talk more about this, but the way you said it about getting the excitement back, really just like I'd be saying the same thing in a worse fashion. I think at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm not sure if it's gonna work. I mean, we can check in and see how it's going. But maybe I'll need to get rid of more, right? Because I still have so much stuff that I haven't even touched for
Yeah.
years. And there's definitely a voice in me in like, oh, but what if you're selling them for less money than you bought them for? Like, what if you want to do this army again? Because at one point I was excited about it,
Right.
right? So what if you are now um, want to do this army again and you have to buy it again and you don't have it? And I'm like, when has that ever happened?
I I've
Right?
I've had it happen once.
Okay.
Um. So, oh boy, this is like 6, maybe 7 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, it was, and I really wanted to do a Drakari army.
Okay.
I can't recall if it was like a cheap eBay or no, I picked it up off of a local person who was selling it.
Hmm.
Really cheap, really inexpensive. Like it was kind of like probably paid half the cost of it, and it was built outside of like a few things. And I don't know why, like it just all of a sudden just plummeted. Like didn't have any interest in
Yeah.
it, and then like I couldn't think of a scheme, couldn't think of anything, and then I was like, oh man, I want to go. I think I painted my Slanesh army right after that, which I was super
Oh,
jazzed up to do. Um, so I sold it pretty much for exactly what I paid for it to somebody else. I'm like, hey,
oh,
it's fine.
good. Well,
Yeah.
that worked out.
Like it's like I was like, I didn't make money, but I didn't lose money, but it's all good. And then it was years later, a couple years later, I was like, I want to do it again.
Ah,
But I went out and I bought it all.
mm,
And there was a thing where since I bought it all with my normal, like my money, like not a cheap,
right.
like I got a few things like pretty inexpensive, but
Yeah.
yeah, it was just like then I just crushed it.
It's a commitment. Yeah, it's a cool looking army too. It's
it
your like a retro scheme almost, right?
yeah, it's the what's this? Vaporwave.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah.
Um yeah, that's the only time I've ever had that. But like still it does stick in my mind like what if I just sell this Grand Cathay? Like losing interest like it could be like a year later be like, "Man, I want it now." Like, well,
Yeah.
if I had
Yeah.
12 back if I had like 12 like if I had like 3 or 4 armies in the backlog, I'd be more
Yeah.
inclined to probably get rid of it. But it's the only one,
Sure.
so I'm more likely to just stare at
Sure.
it till it's done.
Hmm. Maybe you should get a game with it.
I thought about it,
It helps.
but like yeah, it's I should. Maybe I should. That might help.
Do like 1,000 points. See if you just enjoy. If you actually enjoy playing it, it might get you excitement for the game, especially if you win.
It's, especially if I win, yeah. But well, I would say maybe next. No, not next weekend. Next, not maybe no, not next weekend. I'm busy next week. Probably. Well, honestly, it won't happen because we'll have to start prepping for
Prepping for the
sphere
actual
based. So,
hard-based
and
tournament.
I'm
Yeah.
not taking this up there,
Nope.
but
Probably could. You probably get it done.
I don't want
That's fair.
to.
That's fair.
But
And also, like maybe it doesn't affect you, right? I mean,
that's
some
true.
people have so much backlog and they still get armies done. They still have a lot of painted things, and that's if it works for you, it works for you. But yeah, I've just not been excited to paint, and that's frustrating because I remember that love that teenage, even preteen Alex had for painting miniatures,
Mm-hmm.
and I just haven't felt that for I probably last I don't know 3, 4, 5 years. I've been excited about getting armies done and putting them on the
Sure.
tabletop,
Yeah, that was good.
but I haven't had excitement in actual painting. And this is where it all started. And I'm like, how do I get it back?
Right. No, that's a good thing. And to be fair, I have a friend. He works with the U.S. Open team. He put on his Instagram. He's like, "This is the first time he's painting Lizardman right now, or Seraphon." He's like, "This is the first time I've painted in a year."
Yeah,
I never once didn't think he wasn't part of this hobby. But it's like
sure.
maybe there's that cycle too where it's like, yeah, maybe I don't need to paint. Maybe I just need to play games, and that's
Maybe.
fine too. And like I said, yeah, and if you're out there and you have a huge backlog, doesn't bother you, maybe you're more of a collector, and that's fine.
Yeah. I think it's hard for you though, because you are like, you have a reputation in the community as the guy who paints miniatures all the time.
I mean, yes, no. Like it's fine. Like yeah, like when I get the groove going, like yeah, I'll blink in this army. I'll be like, oh, Chuck's army's done. Okay,
Right.
but
Right.
there's also too. It's like yeah, like I paint quickly. But there's also the whole aspect of there's not much else out there in Warhammer that I want.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to add a little bit to my Horse Heresy, but I don't want to add another Legion. Like I don't want another like I said, unless they release Malarian and Sigmar and
Which at
Tyrion.
some point they will. You know they will.
But that's like the only armies that I'm like, yeah, interested in, I suppose. Like if it's an
Yeah.
elf related thing, I'll probably buy it.
Sure. Sure. Yeah, it's a safe bet. If it's
Yes.
salvage, you're gonna buy it.
Yeah, I gotta say, as a new army, like in a case, but
Did you
like,
buy the new Eldar stuff? The Phoenix Kings and whatnot?
no, because I play Yanari and I can't take those. I would
Ah,
love to.
okay.
I would
Yeah,
absolutely
they're
love to,
they're
but
very much your vibe, yeah. Hmm.
yeah. Um, I thought about it too. Like, there's a small chance. Our mutual friend, Robert, he really
Hmm.
wants to paint them. So I was just like, it would probably be like one of those like, I'll commission him and he won't charge me a ton anyway, because he really wants. Because like I'd be like, do whatever you want. Because
Yeah, maybe talk to him. Like, hey, I'll buy the minis and I'll own them. But you can literally do whatever you want. How much would I have to pay you?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Possibly. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. But that's neither here nor there because
I'm actually a little surprised you don't have them because I mean they are really cool models.
oh, they are. I've put them all in a cart once and stared at it and like,
Yeah.
okay, there we go.
Okay, that sounds right. Okay,
Yeah,
there we
it's
go.
just the problem is like the army of Eldari I play can't take them.
Sure, right. Doesn't you don't actually it's like starting a new army for you,
Yeah, I
basically.
can't take an Avatar of Cain either. So
Oh, what?
yeah.
I guess you can put it in your Daughters of Cain.
Well, I have one for that. Yeah,
Right. Yeah.
but like, but that's also too. It's like if I go to that point, it's like yeah, buy all those. Um, maybe add one or two other traditional Eldari units, and I can run a normal Eldari force if I wanted to. But that's not the interest right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Just this just brought back a memory of when we were at one of the Rent 4 narrative
Mm-hmm.
events.
Yep.
And you and I played in game one. You had your Daughters of Cain, and you made it was a four-person battle. So it
Oh
was
yeah, yeah. We did John
1v1v1.
Nagulos.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it was a great game. I was playing halflings,
Yep.
and basically in the game was Triumph and Treachery style. So you
The whole event
could
was
make
Triumph and
alliances,
Treachery.
which was phenomenal, right? So I as a halfling player, I bought a bunch of pies, and I was trying to make alliances with pies. It
Yep.
was great. Just how John and I became friends. It was
Yep.
great. I gave him a pie, and you were making alliances, and you said that, hey, if you do this thing, we make this alliance. You basically told your allies to use one of your avatars of Cain in the next battle.
Yep.
You wouldn't have them, but we would, and that was
I
so
play. Yeah,
memorable.
it was
That was
fun.
very memorable, really fun. My opponents at the next table like, "What do you mean you get an extra model?" I'm like, "Hey, talk to the boss."
Yeah, and what the best part was is Neil's like, I allow it, but don't do that again. I was like, it's
Yeah,
perfect. He's like, spirit of the event, it's great, but don't do it again, Chuck. I'm like, all right,
don't
that's
break the
fair.
game.
I'm like,
It
it's Triumph of Treachery. Like, I'm gonna push those
was
boundaries
great.
as hard as possible. But yeah, it was fun. And let
It
me
was
tell you,
super fun.
that next game for
Oh, I'm
me,
sure it was hard for you. What'd you do the next game? Did you just like hide in the corner?
oh, I
Did
just
you?
ran around.
Yeah.
It was like running around. It was like a I was fighting a permanent like uh retreat. So I'd be like
Mm,
unit up, takes damage. I keep moving back because I was going for like these major artifacts, so I could not
right.
lose my main Terathi. I couldn't lose my girl because if she died,
Right.
I would drop it. It's just
Right.
like no, can't do that.
Oh, that was such a fun event.
It was a
Oh,
good
that
event.
was good.
It was good, but yeah, I mean out there. So I know we talk about backlog a lot, but you know it's nice to see that you're getting ahead of the curve with like minimizing the backlog to a manageable state. And it's
Got to
like
work on
I
it.
will
Yeah.
always encourage it unless you're a collector. Like trust me, I'm not
Yeah.
opposed to collecting. If you just buy these to collect them and put them on the shelf,
Yeah.
more power to you. Because I mean, I do it with video games and stuff. But if you're out there and like you're struggling with the backlog, like sit down and think like, do you really want this army?
Right.
And multiple options of like, do you sell it? How do you sell it?
Yeah.
Or are you in a club? Maybe there's a young member that you could honestly like I, Warhammer, wargaming people are some of the most generous people I've ever met
Absolutely.
because probably about at least a quarter of all my army stuff was probably just given to me for like next to nothing or just given to me.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I do that too sometimes. I'm just like, oh yeah, here. It's like I didn't want this. Like this kid
Yeah.
can do more with it or buy him a box of something because it's like I don't want to paint anything, but for him it's the world. He's excited about painting.
Right. Absolutely.
So yeah, but yeah, let us know how you handle and manage your backlogs down below. I'm actually genuinely curious to see how different people handle it. Maybe they're just like, I just buy it all and I have a room dedicated for it, or maybe someone's like, I'm overwhelmed. Please help.
Yeah, I am also interested because I still have projects that I've started, primed, maybe put some paint on, and they're smaller projects, so I don't want to sell them, but at the same time, I don't quite know what to do with them because I'm not excited about them yet.
Yeah,
So let me
exactly.
know what you do. I'm interested here.
Or do you just commission someone to paint it?
Honestly, that was literally another thought I had.
Like,
Like, do I just, hey, I have Dr. Rhino. He commissions. No, we have an exchange where I provide him coaching and he paints for me. He's a professional a painter,
mm-hmm.
commission painter.
I think he just
And
did
I'm like,
1,000 something on Twitch. Like he had a milestone on Twitch. So yeah,
yes, yeah. So I'm thinking like maybe I just send him a bunch of the small projects and like, hey, paint it for me. I
yeah,
probably will actually.
yeah. The only one you're not allowed to is your Horus Heresy.
Nope, Horus Heresy, I got to paint it.
We
Loud and
got you.
clear.
We got you. But yeah, let us know how you handle that down below. I'm kind of curious, and yeah, and then next time we'll try and think of something fitness related to talk about.
Very good.
We'll try.
Fitness backlog in your mouth.
Actually, real quick, fitness backlog. I like it. That's good. Um, I do have to ask, how is the general fitness been going, by the way?
Oh, good. Actually, much better. I'm feeling well. Besides the shoulder, I've been having a lot of shoulder pain. I'm
Yeah.
having this weird shoulder pain where it hurts, but as long as I warm up and do heavy pushing movements slowly, like I'll start a very lightweight
Hmm.
and like take way longer than I should if I'm healthy. I actually feel very strong and capable.
Good.
But like the first time I did the warm ups, it's such a weird sharp pain.
Hmm.
So I don't know. That's the only thing that's in the way. I've been trying to do more shoulder mobility, but other than that, training has been really good. I've been actually following a program for a few weeks now, getting stronger, tracking workouts. Feels really good. How about you?
Good. Actually, it's been fine. The wife and I, we did the ultimate power move because so we've been going twice a week regularly, and then we
Sure.
just introduced 3 days a week very recently. Outside of the week where I was sick and just didn't go for all but one. I went one once, but um, so it's nice. Usually Monday was upper day, and Friday was lower day, and I let her do it. Like it was great. It's like it's fun seeing the gym culture like get into her.
Sure.
She's just like, why are these machines always taken whenever we're doing this? I was just like, well, Monday's International Chest Day. And she's like,
Right.
oh, let's do chest on Friday. Like, why do we have to be like these people? I'm like, I love you. So we swapped. So legs on Monday.
That's awesome.
Lower Monday.
Right.
Friday is upper. So, um, and it's fun. She like we are crushing through workouts, like
Awesome.
which is nice because pretty soon I'll be like, do you want to do one more machine? Do you want to just one more thing, or do you want to do like let's do
Yeah.
sets of four instead of sets like start like building that because like we're not waiting for a machine or anything. So all of a sudden, and she's like me. She rests the same amount as me.
Good. Wow. That's
So it's very
impressive.
she's very like very short. And
Short time. Yeah. In and
yeah,
out of the gym so quickly with
yeah.
that.
It's there was one time we finished. It was like it was leg day, so it was like 45 minutes. I was like,
That's crazy.
what?
That's
Like okay,
crazy.
like
That's awesome.
but then we just took a long walk, so it was nice.
Sure. Sure.
But Wednesdays, I am falling in love with Wednesdays so
Okay.
much. We go. The wife does. She goes running. She wants to do like a
Hmm.
cardio day. Um, and I go and I do the deadlifts, the bench, and the squat.
How
And
is that going? Yeah.
it, I love. It's like man, I've missed the barbell so much.
Yeah. I
Um,
bet.
I love feeling the calluses on my hands. Um, I did have to kick my own ass a little bit this week because I wasn't feeling strong. I'm like I know I'm
Hmm.
strong, like just fucking do it. Um,
Yeah.
bench was fine. Bench is still fine. Like
Good.
225 is always guaranteed. I've been
Good.
slow. I've been going easier into the deadlifts just to not cause an injury.
Right.
What was I up to this time? It's like 335, maybe 345. I forget. I worked up to just for a
Good.
single. I am doing something with the deadlifts. I was I was complaining. I was talking to um our friend World's Strongest Warhammer again because like the one thing that's kind of pissing me off. I'm not using straps.
Okay.
I haven't taken the belt in yet because I'm not going heavy enough to worry about a belt,
Sure.
but um, I'm not using straps. I don't want to use straps until I can pick up 405 two hands.
Sure. Which you know you can.
I well, 345 was mixed grip was slipping out of my hands.
Well, you did used to do 405 without straps before,
Right, but
right?
it's
Right.
but it's just like
I've
I
seen
need
you do
to. Right, so
it.
I'm actually gonna mix in on that Wednesday grip training.
Oh, cool. That's
It'll
a good
be at
idea.
the end. It'll be probably at, like not obviously
Right, you're
for
fatigued.
yeah. I don't want to be. I'll be
Yeah.
fatigued and do it afterwards. But
What are you doing
so I'm gonna do. Remember those farmers carries I showed you with the towels?
with the towels? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring those back in, which is really everybody just get a couple dumbbells, like 20 pounds, 25 pounds. I'd say 20. Get like a
Start right. Yeah.
yeah, get a towel, like a tea towel, like one of those little tiny square ones, and well a little bit bigger, but then you wrap it up so it's really hard to hold, and you just go for a
It's thick.
walk.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's one of the best things. And then I'll do the I do really like it where you take a barbell and you just do the overs and unders with a barbell
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I do have some a bucket of rice at home. I could kind of do like the
Mhm.
twisting and stuff, but I don't do that one too often because it's messy.
Messy. Yeah. Yeah.
um,
That belongs in like a garage gym
I mean, my
style thing.
basement's close
Yeah, but
enough.
that's where your hobby as well. So you
Yeah,
gotta.
it's yeah. But other than
You,
that, though, like I love I love the feeling like later in the day I'll feel exhausted just because like I just did a lot of like CNS work.
That's a big stress in your central nervous system as
Yeah,
well.
but
Yeah,
like
that's a lot.
the second time doing it was a lot easier than the first time.
I
Like
bet.
honestly, the thing that hurts the most on me is my traps because having the barbell on for the squats because like I'm not used to it yet.
You're not used to having anything, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like I can shrug, like I can feel where the bar was resting. It's just like because
Yeah,
it's just you know
it's gonna go away super quick.
yeah, like I said, next week I'll probably be like whatever. I'll probably just be a little bit tired and be like good to go. But I love the feeling of it. But man,
Yeah.
yeah.
Do you do a bit extra caffeine on Wednesdays just to get through the workout, or
To be
have you
honest,
thought about it?
no, I haven't been doing. I get through the workout just fine.
Hmm.
The fatigue doesn't hit till later.
Oh, okay. So it's not like during the workout you fatigued. You notice it later in the day.
Yeah, like I'll be like
I know.
2 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm like, no, I gotta go upstairs and go pee, and I'm like climb the stairs. I'm like, oh, this is
That's
hard.
funny. That's
Um,
funny.
but yeah, regardless, I'm loving the gym right now. So yeah, we should definitely talk
Good.
about that. But we'll report it
Good.
next week.
I'm enjoying the gym right now very much as well.
Awesome. Well, next week, like I said, we'll get a fitness topic in chat, unless something major happens in Warhammer. But they're not really doing much in Warhammer right now. It's very boring.
Ferris Manus comes back with the Damned Legionnaires.
Oh, I saw that fake thing. That's
Yeah,
so fake.
yeah. I mean, maybe
Listen, that's one way to bring him back, but
that's a way to bring him back.
I just don't think Ferris Manus is going to come back soon.
He's not one of their top 10 Primarchs.
No,
He doesn't even make top 10. I don't know if he makes top 15, not gonna lie. I don't know if he makes top 18, if I'm honest.
he at least makes top 20, right?
He definitely makes top 20.
Okay, or just checking. Two of the unknown mystery Primarchs are above him. No, he's not. He's not that bad. Anyway,
Oh.
Alex, we will see you next time. Go. You're not cutting your grass tonight. I'm looking outside.
No, it's gonna get dark before
Yeah.
I finish.
But we will see you next week. Bye, everybody. Oh, well, everybody, no, stay. Everybody stay. Neil's going to be here in a
Stay.
second. And promised, we're back. This time, the king has returned.
Mm-hmm.
Neil?
I'm here to. I'm back, you peasants. all my loyal peasants who surely weren't herded here by sword point.
If you were
admonish me with gifts of and glad tidings.
If you are a loyal peasant of Neil, please drop it in the comments below. I would like to know who's here for that.
It's like, oh man, who was it was Big Papa Pump was a wrestler. He's like, to all my love slaves out there. That's what I feel like right now.
Oh, that's good. It's good.
I'll draw the line at love slaves, though.
Yes, fair. It is good to have you back on. It's been a bit. The family's okay. The family was going to survive. I have no doubt of Neil's capability of keeping the family alive while recovery and stuff is happening. I'm just thankful Neil survived.
Yes. Somebody heard. So my wife recently had surgery, and somebody heard that I was just planning on feeding her freezer pizza and cereal for 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks.
There's so many different types of cereal and pizza. I mean, come on.
Right? I mean, it worked for me for a number of years. So look at me, pinnacle of health, and certainly nothing wrong with this. But anyway, so somebody made it one of those meal trains, and so friends of the family have been bringing delicious cooked food here and there throughout the week, which has helped immensely.
That's good. It's like the old you when you have your first kid and like everyone just brings you lasagna because you can put it in the fridge and it'll just stay and you just have food forever.
Right.
Yeah.
Lasagna was one of them. Yes.
There you go. Hey, lasagna's a great one.
Yep.
Actually, no, I do have to get a shout out in the interim. I'm a little shocked, and I don't know if this is thankful to the people who do watch this nonsense that we put on, but the Gunpla episode I did last week with Matt to just talk about a different hobby, since that's kind of bleeding into the Warhammer scene of things. It's doing just as well as any other one we've ever done, which is great. It's like cool.
Yeah, the guys are talking about something.
Yeah. Hey, what's going on in this podcast? Well, there's two white guys talking about something.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and both have beards. and one's bald. So we're hitting it. Yeah, right.
Exactly. We need a third person to just sit there, never contribute, just be on camera and sitting there like on occasion.
Yeah.
That's what we need.
We got to pull the female demographic here, right? We need a lady, right?
Do we? I don't listen, Neil. Our wives put up with us enough, all right? Like,
that's
let's
right.
not, like, we don't need to
that
go.
person doesn't exist, and that's fine.
We don't need to go for God for a miracle. Be like, hey, do you want to listen to me and Neil yap?
We're taking applications.
Taking application, yeah, sure.
That's right. We'll wait to see how many we get.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, if anybody wants to, please come on.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be fun.
Oh,
But yeah, Neil, how's the lawn?
You know what? Up until the last few days, it had not rained in like 7 years.
Yeah, it was.
That might be a little overestimated, but yeah. So I have not had to mow the grass, touch the grass, do anything to the grass. Brittle, dead, and it's been raining for 5 days and starting to grow again. And now I fear I may have to actually mow. So I did, however, pull thistles from my yard.
Oh, okay.
So. And if you knew how many thistles I had in my yard, you would know that was worse than mowing the lawn. So,
well, I'm glad your grass is just like mine, because like it's finally starting to grow. You know what? Am I at the point yet? I wait till October. October is when I like to predict how many cuts do we think we have left, and we play that game. So we'll see it when we get there. But glad
I know how lazy I am, so I know precisely how many I'm willing to do.
If I can get away with none, that'd be great. Yeah.
Yeah. I got 2 cuts left of me. That's it.
2?
It's all solid.
Too solid. But anyway, I have to. I know I've asked you before we began, but for the audience, hobby. What's been the Warhammer hobby that's been going on for you?
I did say nothing, but that is not the case. That is not the case. So I was doing some 3D printing, starting to run a little low. I was doing some 3D printing for a friend who had, unfortunately, a very unfortunate hobby accident. His very small child may have taken an entire army and dumped it onto the floor. And because it was not made of, it was made of resin, and not the type of resin you'd want
to dump on the floor.
In a miniature. It was like shattered glass. The entire thing fully painted. And if you guys
fully painted on this, because Tale of Four Warlords was Terry.
Yeah, Tale of Four Warlords. Yep. So it's Terry's orc army shattered to pieces, unfortunately. So we've been 3D printing a bunch of stuff back for him. Some of the exact models that he had, other ones, new and surprising ones for him that hopefully he will enjoy even more than what he did have. I drove out to the west side of Cleveland, just dropped all those models off earlier. Was it Sunday night?
Nice.
A friend of mine, Mike, who was another Tale of Four Warlords.
Yep.
So, and we are going to work like gangbusters at some point, and we are going to get this army painted for him and ready for the event in November. November. So that's at least getting quite a ways, into it. So that's the plan for him. I also, with a little bit of resin I had left, I finished up printing out. I had Creation Woodsman, so I found a good file that was so Last Sword Miniatures has. I should send you a picture of these guys. They have spearmen that are essentially Creation spearmen.
Right. Yeah.
They look really cool, but they kind of have almost like a Spartan style of armor with like the leather skirting and stuff you'd see.
I mean, that fits.
And like the strappy sandal look.
Yeah, that's
which I think is really cool.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah.
Yeah, so especially for I think personally it kind of captures Crace because like high elves are supposed to be very sophisticated, very these are kind of like if the high elves have hillbillies.
Yes.
This is them.
So, they're making moonshine, painting their lions. Yeah.
Right. They're not going to the gala ball. Okay, so I think that looks appropriate for them. And so and I went and I mismatched some axes, some bows. Got like a quiver with some bows to put onto these guys. And so I haven't put them together yet. They're laying in a pile downstairs. That's going to be a lot of super glue.
Yep.
But anyway, I'm looking forward to how they come out eventually. So, but that makes every model in my creation army achievable at this point. So I just have to build it, and then I have my fully creation list put together.
Are you sure you do? Are you sure you're not missing a very specific thing? The wood,
What would I be?
the free wood.
Oh my god!
You need a wood.
That's true. I do have woods.
You
Though.
have
I do
woods,
have,
yeah.
I do have things like that. No, I have nothing specifically made for that army. That's a good point. That's a super good point, actually. So,
well, I forget how long ago it was, but like I pre-ordered a Citadel wood because they went up for pre-order. So I bought one just so I can make it specifically. It's like, this is the creation wood. I'll theme it up. That'll be a fun little paint scheme. As much as I hate army terrain that you guys just heard me talking about with Age of Sigmar, I like this one.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That one, I mean, actually, that one, as much as it was despised for Age of Sigmar, that particular wood, it's perfect for Old World. So,
oh yeah, sure. No, well, I mean, it is Old World. It's fancy trees.
Right. But yeah,
but like normally I just sitting there like I'm thinking, because I recorded with Alex earlier just for everybody listening now, but I was talking about how much I hate faction terrain.
Mm-hmm.
Unless it's Old World faction terrain, then I love it. So I don't know.
It depends on the faction terrain. I remember a time long ago, Chuck, when we were in a meeting with some guys from GW and talking about our opinions on Age of Sigmar and everything. I remember saying, "Man, I just want to know what the realms look like."
Yep.
Right. And what I was hoping for was like themed terrain that you could make like the realm of light out of. We didn't quite get that.
We got so much Axie terrain. What are you talking about? You want Axie?
What do we got for Axie?
I think everything is Axie, like from because the last two editions. Well, no, the one was Gur. It was Gur, wasn't it?
But it's all faction terrain. It's not like it's scattered terrain.
It's stuff that came with the starter boxes. Like it's the building of the.
Oh yeah, but it's pretty. I mean, that stuff's pretty generic.
I know. It's that's close as we got.
So, I'll accept it, but not really.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah. But I mean, you're doing some good hobby. I guess I'll show off a little bit of my hobby, which you're doing more than me. That's for sure.
All that.
So here's picture underneath the worst lighting, because it's all directly above. But hey, I got to play my first full game of Horus Heresy with my friend Brandon from our weekly club night. Dark Angels versus Night Lords, which we've done many times, but learning the new edition really wasn't that difficult. Felt like good 40k. There's still some army rules I'm trying to like remember and keep going with, but other than losing, I had a great time. Actually,
looks like you guys were having fun. I saw the pictures. It looks really nice.
Yeah, it was fun. Oh, honestly, the fact is, there's right down here in the center. You can see on the screen here, right by this building. So that's my named character general, and one of my units. And Brandon got some lucky shots off top of the round. Killed enough of them that I had to roll leadership. And then for the next 3 turns, I failed every leadership roll for them. The last half turn, he threw an enemy in. He threw like one of his units in, like a deep strike, just in there. I'm like, I want to see what he does, and he just destroyed everything. I'm like, oh, this would have been useful if he wasn't running away with his leadership 9, but me rolling 10s, 11s, and 12s. It was
oof.
But good
times. Have those juice dice.
Yeah, need to microwave my dice again. I just do it the opposite way.
Mm-hmm.
And then other than that, putting more paint on my Grand Cathay. As much of a struggle as it is, the orange is done. Actually, here, let me come back to us here. I can grab one. I got the green done on everything but the command. It's gonna be blurry.
You can make it out there a little bit.
It's getting there. It's getting there.
I gotta say, like the test model that you put looked absolutely amazing. I don't know how much time you put into it, but I'm like, holy crap, that looks great.
Surprisingly, very simple. Why is my light getting darker? There. I didn't rush through it since I was kind of like figuring out what is what on the model, but I don't don't know, maybe like
I
a
don't know,
15-minute paint job at most, I would say. It's really not that difficult. It's very limited color palette, I'm using too.
that's crazy good. Because I mean, I look at those models and I think to myself, like those have got to be like pretty intensive, right? Like, but yeah, I mean, if you did that fast and made it look that good,
yeah, I'm kind of the infantry with the shields. They might be a little bit more difficult, because I've glued the shields on like a dumbass. But hey, you know, whatever. If you can't see it, don't need to paint it. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm still struggling to get through it. Like, I'm not in a painting mood, but I enjoyed
I don't know that
painting.
any of us are.
I know.
We're all in a weird spot right now. I'm in a very weird spot. Like I help out my wife through the night, and like I've got no reason why I couldn't. I'm just like easier just to play this video game right now. Like I'm just
Yeah.
play this video game.
I'm in a very video game mood. Also, what you missed it, but like I was sick for a whole week, so like definitely not painting whenever I don't even feel like moving. You know, like the man cold.
Yeah.
And like,
yeah, it's. I think it's going to kick up here in a little bit. I think, especially with having to work on Terry's army, we're all going to try and get together on a certain weekend day or something like that. Get in there early, bring some beers, and just knock that damn thing out. Like 5 people just all working on the same army. So we'll see how it goes.
That'll work. That'd be good. I'm curious. Like, definitely take pictures of that, because that'd be a fun thing to see come together so quickly.
Yeah, I think the main colors. So Mike is back there, and he's doing the base coats, and then he's doing like the yellow on everything. That way, because he knows how Terry did the yellow, I guess, and so that way it'll look very familiar or whatever. But you got 5 people with 5 different talents for painting. Things can come out looking kind of crazy. So it's going to be interesting to see how that all works out. So.
What you do is you assembly line it. So you start out like do the green, like have like everybody do the green till the green's done, and then you start branching out. It's like, okay, you guys do the yellow and someone else do the silver, and just kind of really focus on one thing at a time, and you'll be done before you know it. And that way it keeps it even across the whole army, because like
it'd be like a sweatshop down there. Somebody gets too slow, they come out there, get the wooden spoon out.
So on that, do a little catch up, probably what most of this episode's going to be about with Neil, since it's been a bit. So how is prep going though for your event, the battle at the Border Princes?
Yeah. So things are going well. I haven't heard of any drops as of yet. We're still sitting around 12, which isn't terrible, but isn't awesome either. So we got room for 20. So if you're in and around Northeast Ohio on November 1st, there is an event for you out there on BCP. So it's a narrative event. It's just going to be some fun. And things I got to work on still is just kind of like getting like little prizes and stuff together, like the plaques and things like I've done in the past.
Yeah.
I still have to talk to the guys to figure out what kind of prize support is going to be available through it. So, but little things like that. But as far as the pack goes, the pack's together, and it's out there. Anybody who wants to see it.
Is the pack you sent? Is it the final pack? So I was making.
That's the final pack. I haven't done anything else to it. Yeah.
Okay, I was making jokes that like, oh, he doesn't have a pack done yet, because I thought that you were revisioning it. But okay, it's the final. So the pack is out officially.
Yep. It is. It is what it is. So I think it's enough to have fun with. So.
Oh, 100%. Honestly, my biggest stress isn't the fact that like I'm excited for this event, but as I've said before, like Halloween is on Halloween in my town, so I'm waking up super early to drive out with Matt, spend a night whatever hotel he got. I don't know. He's just like, I got it. I'm like, okay. And then right after we're done, we got to come home, because I have to wake up early the next day to fly Dallas for work.
Oh my God! Wow.
And yeah, I was told last minute about this, which is not last minute, but like last minute enough that I'm like annoyed, because guess what I have to do, and probably will be flying to directly from Dallas the day after. The Grand Narrative.
Oh really? Wow. So they're bringing it in, huh?
I'm going to the Grand Narrative. Like I said, well, I need to book my stuff. There is a small part of me that is looking at this going like, because here's if I do everything, and I would like to do everything. Halloween, your event. Go down to Dallas for a few days. Go right to Atlanta. Come home for 1 day, and then go to Columbus for 3 days for work again. Oof. And I'm like, why is all of this in the same 2 week
Yeah.
2 week
Well,
window?
buddy, I will say, if this is the thing that's got to go, it's okay. We'll catch you another time.
I know. It's like, but I don't want to. I want to play Warhammer. I want to have
Sure.
fun playing Warhammer. And honestly, like looking at it, it's like work is my
Yeah.
priority this year, but it's just like one of those things. Like, man, I don't want to miss the grand narrative. I have so much fun with it, but also it's like I'm gonna be dead right after all of this.
And it may be just that I've not been out amongst it for a while because I've been taking care of my wife and everything, but seems like it's pretty dead out there. It's not just like people playing or whatever, but like from GW right now, there's not a lot of stuff going on. At least stuff that I'm interested in, So it's like
No,
I don't know. Like it's like I've heard nothing from the old world front recently, and
well, the biggest news of Old World front, because actually, one friend Tom, he messaged me. He's like, "What's going on with Old World?" Because like he doesn't tune into the community site and all that stuff. He just relies on me to tell him. And I was like,
yeah.
the only news I had was like the Reddit post that someone went in and their FLGS said that GW's raising the prices on the Old World stuff. That's the news. I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
Which
I did see that too. Yeah.
But there is a lot of nothing. Alex and I talked about it briefly too. Like, there's nothing I'm excited for as far as buying other than we have the Cetra book coming out, which could be fun, some campaign stuff.
Yeah. Still waiting on that though, right? I mean,
yeah, no, like we don't know when's coming out. GW, yeah. I mean, they got to give 40K some love. Like Drukhari are out, which are kind of cool. Like pre-orders soon. But yeah, and then they just released like here's a random Space Marine thing. I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah, what are we doing over there? Like,
yeah, well,
everybody on vacation? Like, is this vacation time? I don't know. Maybe it is.
I mean, there's a lot of weird mix up too because we just had the battle scroll for AOS drop. Me and Alex went through that, and I complained about what I want to complain about. But I'm also happy because updates are happening.
Mm-hmm.
But like this weekend is London Grand Tournament, which is a very big event for 40K and Sigmar. And I think the weekend after is LVO because LVO has moved. So it happens before the the World Championships of Warhammer / Grand Narrative because that's the new finale.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I don't know. Like I feel like I almost feel like I've lost touch.
GT and I just think foam block terrain and ass-to-ass tables, man. I still remember those pictures. That's all I think about though when I hear that.
Oh, I know. I don't know if it's the same way now, but yeah, I remember that completely. Oh God. But yeah, you're right. Doesn't seem like there's a whole lot going on.
Yeah. So I've been I've been kind of sitting on my list, and because all my Warhammer people lately are kind of giving up on me because like I have played one game of Warhammer in like the last 3 months, unfortunately, with how busy life has gotten, and I'm just sitting on these lists. I'm not even building lists right now because I'm like, well, I want to see if these lists that I built 3 months ago might work, Yeah. So and then the problem with running an event is you do not get to play in said event so, unless there's an odd number for some reason. I will be playing, but. Which I have to remind myself that might be the case. So
it's always an option. Yeah.
So I got to get ready to actually play in my own event if necessary.
But the more I'm thinking about it too, I'm thinking of my weekly club, the Barn Owls. Mm-hmm. There hasn't like me and Brandon have been trying to do a Horus Heresy game, but other things kept popping up. But like, there's been nights where we're all just hanging out, chatting too, like enjoying each other's company. There's been a lot of. I think people are like me. Like I'm sad summer's over. I don't know why. Like I love autumn, but like
get it out of here. I'm so happy for fall.
it's like those post summer blues. Like like I don't know. The motivation is not high. It's not gone. It's just is what it is.
Give me an overcast sky and a orange or yellow or reddish tree contrasting it.
Maybe I need more pumpkin spice.
My deciduous forest. I don't need your palm trees. You get those things the hell out of here.
I don't need palm trees. I just like I like cicadas actually. So I like my deciduous forest because I need my cicadas and my stuff like that. Yeah.
The word of the day is deciduous forest. Oh god.
Oh God.
Sorry, back on track.
Is your Tracy?
That's right.
Are we gonna make him deciduous for woods?
Absolutely. That's my wood. My wood from now on will be known as the deciduous forest. Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Okay. Well, hey, a little bit of fun, excitement. Someone who is doing stuff out there. Our good friend Val Heffelfinger of the Square Based podcast over there. If I can find the stupid, there it is. Updated the Renegade Legacy Pack, which, to be fair, all of us seem to like it, at least over here.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Really, I didn't peruse through like the whole thing. I was like, all right, let me look at my my lizardmen. Let me look at my dark elves, and really, it's like I said, true to form of what he had the intention for this pack. It's just the barest minimum of updates, like fixing the spells, tidying up a few things that might have like changed because of other change, but this doesn't shift any of these up to be better or worse than what they were, which is like perfect. That's fine. It just makes them so they fit within what's going on right now.
Yeah. And the brief stuff I've heard about it, it's just kind of he's made these changes. It's been like a few months, I think, maybe, and just taking in different opinions and stuff like that, and finally time to publish it. So
yeah, no, it's it's great because I love that it's such a light touch. Then there's also the worry that someone's gonna be like, let's change it all because it needs to be a heavier touch because these. I'm like, I hope not. Thankfully, the community for Old World seems to be pretty chill overall. I haven't seen much ass hattery in the scope of it, I suppose. Not like what you see with like, well, I don't want to say ass hatteries in 40k or Sigmar, but like, people are just having fun with it. People are okay not being hyper competitive about it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we know that there's some problems, right? So
sure,
right. It'll come on.
I guess there's a little bit of news. Else we could talk about. So I think coming up soon is the team championships for Old World.
Really? Where's that being played?
Europe somewhere. I forget. Let me see here if I can. Nope, you're gonna do that. Okay. I did. I'll try and post a link to this video down below. It literally just popped up because I kind of forgot about it too because like I said, been kind of out of it. But someone is going to be over there, and I think they're going to try and go live on YouTube. It might not cover full games. It's not going to be like a full streaming setup, I don't believe. But
now, are we talking team championships, like a team of guys, everybody playing one-on-one kind of teams, or are we talking about
teams of 8? Teams of 8.
Something big is about.
So classic. Gotcha.
Yeah. Actually, here I'm going to bring it up here. I will link this down below too. But Clash of Nations. Look at there's trophies here coming up. Yeah, just lots of excitement. It's going to be in Germany. It looks like.
Ooh.
I think so. Yeah, I think so. That's the country. My American's showing. Anyway, yeah, we got what? So plenty of teams, 8 people per team. So, first round pairings. USA versus the Netherlands looks like.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
W. There's only 2 things in the world I hate, right? Well, only one thing. Isn't that the quote? The Dutch.
The Dutch.
No,
it's Dutch and listing people.
The Dutch. That's the quote. There it is. I had to dig it out of there for a second.
But regardless, yeah, Null Boy. Shout out to Null Boy channel. It's a new channel that was made. I think I'll link it down below. But listen, I think he's going to be there to try and like put stuff out on YouTube to help get some coverage for it for everybody. So
nice.
Still like to represent my country one day and do that, but man, I feel like the times gets shorter and shorter each year, you know?
Yeah.
We'll see. But yeah, other than that, Neil, welcome back. That's about it. You missed some fun, but yeah.
We got to get that paintbrush rolling here again. Get you some hobby pictures. Get the people. Get my peasantry what they need. It's really their bread. It's really their bread and their alms. Is pictures of my hobby that really keep them going. That really fuel fires.
That's the bread.
You know?
So the podcast is the circus. Is that what we're?
That's right. These are the peanuts that I throw to this peasantry. Right.
Oh, good gracious.
Remember, deciduous forest. Right?
Yes, deciduous forest. Make sure you all. But you think baggage trains are what it's all about? No, it's all about the deciduous forests. Everybody,
that's right.
That's what you need. Actually, Neil, you should do a baggage train on a base that's just a little deciduous forest.
Yes, that's right. Just trees. That's
just
it.
Trees.
Shit hanging on the trees.
What is this? Like, this is my topiary. It's my baggage train. It's important.
Yeah, maybe a tree house. Yeah, a tree house. There we go.
All right. Well, I don't want to belabor too much. Like I said, it's nice to get back into the groove. There's not a lot to talk about right now, so I don't want to stretch this out for no reason. But anything though, Neil, that like what is your hobby plan outside of the Terry's new surprise army?
So the plan is, from a Warhammer perspective, we're going to get the creation army all painted up and ready to go, so that when I can play more, that's what I'm going to play. And we'll see if whatever mad science project I put together will actually, I don't be competitive at some level. Some level that is, fun for my opponents and for myself. And then after that, and maybe not even, probably during that, my next big thing is I have purchased some STLs to make 3D dungeons. Right, with walls and like all sorts of stuff. So I am, for those of you who may not know, I'm a big Hero Quest fan. That is pretty much what launched me into doing all of this. And so I have the new Hero Quest from Avalon Hill. I've got pretty much all the expansions except for Jungles of Deathrack. I don't know how it's pronounced. So anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a Hero Quest board. We're going to make it completely 3D. So no more just board to play on or whatever, and just like the furniture, where the whole thing's going to get done up. I'm going to make sure that I want to run lights and stuff. So I'm going to have like torches flickering, like so flicker lights coming out on the walls and stuff, and maybe even some smoke coming up through grates and shit. It's going to be a blast. Dang. So that's going to be a big hobby thing that I'm going to be working on soon. And may take over my life. We'll see. So,
that's fun. That's a big, bold project. I like that.
Yeah. So,
perfect. Okay.
It's on the document.
Well, for me, is it keep working through Grand Cathay as I feel like it. Maybe buy a Horus Heresy thing to paint because I'm enjoying that right now. But that's it. Just keep painting.
Yep. Get through it. Chug through it if you got to.
Yeah. Exactly. But yeah, all right. Well, we'll see everybody next week. We'll be fully ready. We'll have a full. I have a topic idea. I think I'll run past you. Maybe we can flesh that out if Games Workshop continues to not want to give us free content to talk over for hours.
Right, make us work. Come on now.
We gotta try.
Yeah, this does not work. It's supposed to be talking about the things, right?
Yes. All right. We will catch you all next week.